In today's episode, we are going to be having a candid and exciting, encouraging conversation with the one and only Darlene Smith. And yes, she happens to be my mommy. She's going to be sharing with us a pivotal moment in her life when she made an absolute 180. And ladies, I know you're going to be blessed and encouraged. There is someone out there, you're watching this video and you're at a crossroads, and maybe you need a sign, maybe you need a story, maybe you need something to kickstart a change in your life. Well, today's episode is the episode for you, so stay tuned. Hey lady, welcome back to your new favorite talk show for Christian women, Grown Lady Chat, with me, your host, Dr. Sherunda Simone. So I would like to welcome our special guest for today, Darlene. Welcome to Grown Lady Chat. It is so nice to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate your having me here today.
Yay, I'm so excited. All right, so we have some questions that we are going to discuss, and I can't wait for it to share with you. Now, of course, before we get into today's episode, you know that there's always housekeeping, all right? So first and foremost, thank you for tuning in to Grown Lady Chat. Make sure you drop in the comments, all right? Let me know where you're tuning in from. I want to give you a proper welcome. And of course, if you're a returning viewer, you're a returning Grown Lady Chat community member, welcome back, lady. All right, I see you in the comments. I see you on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure that you are chatting it up, because that is the best way for you to enter in the random giveaways, all right? So nearly every episode, I like to remind you that I do giveaways. Just my way of thanking you for being a part of the community. And if you are a giveaway winner, you could get home decor items, makeup, skincare, beauty, personal development resources, or faith-based tools. So make sure that you're chatting in the comments. Make sure you follow all the socials. Everything will be linked down below for you, okay? Hey lady, are you a woman who loves the Lord and who also enjoys beautiful things? Well, if you are, then you are personally invited to join my exclusive Christian women's group. In this group, we chat about clothes, beauty, home decor, parenting, marriage, cooking, and of course, our Christian walk. It's Christian lifestyle all-encompassing. So be sure to join by clicking the link below. I hope to chat with you soon. Now back to our show. Let's just start off with your childhood dreams. Or where did you see yourself as an adult when you were a child?
Well, we'll have to think of it in different, I'll say, factions. So I saw myself as a mother with children, married. I have always loved children. Anyone who knows me knows that I just love children. I am just blown away with little babies. And so I saw myself with a house full of children. Of course, I've started to change that a little bit now, but that's one of the areas that I saw myself, married with a family and children. And then career-wise, and I didn't quite know how I would put both of those together, but I didn't think about it then. I saw myself career-wise initially as a meteorologist. That was what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And I would, look up at the clouds and this is a nimbus cloud, and this is, and I just knew all the names, and that really was interesting to me. Mm-hmm. But then, as life goes on and as you grow up, things change. And there was a time when I saw myself as a commercial pilot, airline pilot. And even, that back then was a novel idea for a female, but I did see myself as an airline pilot. And there were times when I thought about lawyering, yes, but that was never at the forefront of my mind. Mm-hmm. It was meteorology and being an airline pilot. Of course, there were little things in between. Yeah. As children, I thought about being a policeman, and you name it. Yeah. But those two were the ones that really stuck out for me.
I can sense a theme. She's an adrenaline junkie, okay? Yeah, she likes that fast-paced life. Your life up until, we'll say what, it was about age 39 or so? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Right.
Yes.
What was your life like? Let the ladies know, what was your life like up until age 39?
I had 5 children. married. My husband and I had a business, a small business. You know, he did home remodeling, and I really helped to take care of the books, etc. Took him lunch, you know, during the days. And that was basically it. I was a stay-at-home mom, you know, and just, you know, did the usual with the family and making sure that the children had what they needed.
You know, sometimes I'll look at my children and they'll say, Mommy, and I know what that word means to me. That is such a big word, not just mother, but like mommy. Because when I call mommy, I'm expecting for everything to be taken care of. I'm expecting for her to know all the answers because that is the woman she is to me. So I look at my kids and I'm like, wait, you want for me to be your Darlene? Like I've thought that to myself, like you want for me to function in that capacity because you really have and you continue to take care of us. And always, you know, and so I am grateful. You know, you were talking about, you know, just the daily life, you know, taking care of 5 children and a husband and a home and a business. Was it just one business though, or multiple?
No, yeah, there were multiple businesses. We had a business that with my sister, and we did ultrasonography, and you know, she would be going throughout the country, different states. So that was one. We also did Amway. We were involved in the Amway business, and so yeah, and I'm pretty sure there are 1 or 2 other little businesses in between.
Right. So
Yes.
I mean, and the reason why I wanted to highlight that was because we have so many women who watch Grown Lady Chat, and you know, you are an entrepreneur and you're a mother and you're a wife. You know, maybe you also have a 9 to 5, right? And so you're juggling all of these things and you're wondering, okay, how can it happen? I know we have had so many conversations about this.
Right.
Like, how am I going to make it work? Even just the last night we were talking, you're like, look, it works out. You make your decision and you make it work.
That's it.
And it's not always a pretty paved road. That's my reminder. Okay, that was for me. It might not have been for you, but that was for me.
Yeah.
It's not always a perfectly paved road, and things don't always fall into place, but you were able to do it, you know, and you know, you think about what it takes to run a business. Yes, you have the hands-on portion of it, but that back office, you know, that's what you were for multiple businesses as well as for our home. As one of 5 kids, we never lacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was never a moment of just lack where we weren't taken care of. And of course, my father has a lot to do with that. You know,
Certainly.
He's definitely like the pillar, right? So anyway, I just thought it was really good to have that discussion because especially now when we as women, we are wearing so many different hats. Sometimes you're thinking, does this hat even fit anymore?
Correct.
You know, like it's like a struggle to keep the hats on.
Right.
It's good to know that it is possible and you are a testament to that. Up until age 39, you were a stay-at-home mom, entrepreneur, back office, everything, okay? And then what happened? What changed?
Well, I would like to even go back to that first question because I just remembered, and for many people, this might be helpful. I also homeschooled during that time.
True.
And so I homeschooled, you know, the last 3 of our children. And so that was going on also during that time.
We're talking about a lot of things, ladies, a lot of big things, not little aspects of life that she was able to do. So be encouraged.
Yeah.
Be encouraged. Again, I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you. Be encouraged because it is possible. And I'm sure you'll say it's not always easy. It's not always pretty.
That's correct.
But it's possible. Are you a woman who enjoys beautiful things? 34/5 Lifestyle has lovely, unique accessories for your everyday look and also for those special occasions. Click the link below to check out our latest accessory collection. So what then was your catalyst for change?
Well, I mentioned before that, you know, we were involved in several businesses, and I saw where I had the role of making sure certain business ideas were carried through, certain rules, certain requirements legally needed to be attended to, that they were. I forgot to say at the time, we also had rental properties, and we also had tenants. So we had that landlord-tenant issue that we needed to deal with. And I was the one heading into court if we needed to evict someone.
So you were heading into court?
Yes, because when you own your own home, you can actually go in and so I would be the one entering into court for evictions, and I was the one making sure that the lease agreements were the way they should be, etc. And I found myself really dealing with a lot of legal things and legal issues and legal concerns. And before long, I realized that I really liked the idea of being able to legally make certain things fit where they were supposed to fit. And so I started thinking, I need to be an attorney. And even, of course, I had already gone through undergrad. I did that and graduated when I was 20. So I was some 20 plus years out of college when I really started thinking about that. And I would always tell people, and now I look back at it and I just confidently said, I'm going to go to law school. Did not know what it entailed. Did not stop to think about what it entailed. I'm going to go to law school. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be an attorney. And it came to me and I just said, that's what I'm going to do. Didn't know when I would do it or anything like that. And then it was May 1 of 1998. And I got up one morning, and that's the same day actually that my father passed away. And I got up in the morning and I just said, I am going to go ahead and register to take the LSAT.
Wow. Yeah.
I just decided, hadn't thought about it before. And I think that might have been the deadline, or it was very close to the deadline to take it for that year. And I just went ahead and, got my application in and registered for it. So that's really how it happened.
Okay. Wow. There were some really good nuggets, ladies. All right, so let me see if I can remember. I was so engrossed in the story, which I've heard so many times, but each time I hear it, there's a little something extra. So I didn't realize, I did not know that you were going into the courtroom and advocating on behalf of your business. That to me is a big deal. Legal matters. These aren't things that we all know, just common knowledge, So for you to even do that, I think that takes a lot of confidence and just can do it, like I can do it. And you also said something that when you said it was like ignorance is bliss in some situations.
Yeah.
Like there are people who all throughout undergrad, this is all they were thinking about, all they were talking about. And then, they plan and prep for months and sometimes years to, take the LSAT and I'm going to do this. But you literally just like, you would tell people, I'm going to do it. You said you didn't even know all that it took.
I did not.
And we have quite a few attorneys in our family.
Yes.
And so I do remember you saying sometimes like, oh yeah, I would say that. And they were looking at you like, do you know all that it goes into this? And you were just sitting there, with baby on the hip, like, I'm going to be a lawyer, right? So, and then we're talking about a 20 plus year span, right? 20 plus years in between. That's amazing. Ladies, drop in the comments. Let me know, what are you thinking so far? Because I know if it were me, even I've known her all my life, I'm still like, wow, you really just did that.